At the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium, a late-season Go 11 in EA Sports College Football. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seemed to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, at the running back spot, that will make plays.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And make a big play.
Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the right. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Straight ahead, it's Singleton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got him corralled.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Using his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Being right at the 50-yard line, I think the head coach is sensing a huge opportunity to score points here. I know 4th and 3, it's not great odds, but they're able to dial up a perfect play to keep this drive going. And now at this point, you're thinking points are on the horizon.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw one first. Just gets rid of that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wants to go up top on second down. This time on target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Panthers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And headed out now, we take a look at Guitarist Hicks. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of his passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Drives inside. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Catches it at the 15. He gets a block. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Sells the run, looking to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job. collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. When their defense does their job, gets them the football back, they come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Singleton. Run ends there.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He'll try the left side. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the break, they'll go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Stop right there.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Making the adjustment. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. A designed run for the quarterback. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Man, when you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
To the air. It's Washington. Left side is Singleton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Noles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Looking to throw on third. Going to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Pitt will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? Not a lot of room to field this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Hauls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
A run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
It's complete on the right side. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They need a huge play on third and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it on the counter. He's there to make the stop.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Florida State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point was good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quick give. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 6 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Orange, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Seminoles head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll run it. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Out wide left, it's Hicks. Fights off a defender. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting.
From the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys athletically, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He'll run it. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quarterback changing the play. Back to throw, it's Washington. And they can't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Second and long here. Running inside. It's Singleton. Past the 6. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This guy has been hard to bring down on this drive for the defense, and the D's lucky there because it was a DB that saved a touchdown. When he got into the second level, he put the Jets on. There were people in the stadium holding their breath thinking he might break it, but this defense up front, they've got to be able to slow him down a little bit.
Trying to establish the run. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
3rd and long coming up. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The give, it's Singleton. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Seminoles looking to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Maybe a crease. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And how about this defense snatching at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat?
And I just love the effort too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort. The guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick give. It's Singleton.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Washington. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the Seminoles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Gonna run it. It's Singleton.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This is a designed run. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them.
36. Sets a kickoff.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Makes a man miss. Hard running there. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Pitt right back to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Moves the pocket. It's Washington. Makes the grab. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
He'll take it himself. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Now on the move. Not gonna make it. And the 4th down gamble backfires.
And listen, obviously, in this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's McCray. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
for an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Reels it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they take the lead inside a minute to play.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that. Finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
All this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Just a short pass to the tight end. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Way off target there. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. So nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
There he goes. Got the 1st down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Keeps it on the option. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Scoops and scored. Touchdown, Noles. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.